What's up, everybody? This is the Owl. Today I'm making a DIY charcoal pre-filter because I need to take some water out of a tank. It's a dry forest right now, and the only water in the area is in a tank, and I need some water for a project. Not necessarily for drinking water, but I'm going to use it for a project. So this is what we got. It's charcoal in a Ziploc bag. This is from the fire pit. It's pine charcoal, because all we have here is pine right now. And so we're going to smash it down at the end of the axe. We're going to make it relatively small, like quarter inch, half inch and quarter inch. And because of the smashing process, there'll be, different grades, different sizes in there. So this is how we do it. And the bag will just hold up pretty well. Charcoal's pretty soft. Alright, so we smash the charcoal. You can probably see it better when we get it in the bottle. And we're going to pour it in the bottle. The bottom of the bottle's got the cap, it's perforated, and there's a piece of cloth in there. So you just pour all that charcoal in there. It's just kind of rudimentary filter. And you kind of make a mess. That's why you're out in the forest doing this crap. Just shake it, let it settle. Smaller pieces will go to the bottom. Larger pieces float up to the top. Which is kind of what you want. Alright. Cool. So there you have it. And up here, I'm going to jam some more cloth, because what happens is the charcoal floats. It'll float. So we're going to put a couple more pieces of cloth in here, and this will be my entry point. And down here is the exit, and there's the cloth. This type of bottle works good because it's got a little bit of a bottleneck there. So there you have it, folks. That's the charcoal filter. It's good enough for what I need. This would just be like one stage of water filtration. If you want to try and make some drinking water, you have something like this as your final stage, but you're gonna have to use sand too. Okay, so here's our bucket, our capture bucket. It's got a liner in it, and here's our filter, the cloth, and I used pine needles to hold the cloth in there properly. And then over here is our nasty tank. Dude. Alright, so we got the water from the tank. It's got all sorts of nasty stuff in it. And we got our filter here. And we're just going to pour it in the top. Oh yeah. Bugs and freaking everything. And we're just going to watch this water trickle through. You can hear it down there. It's slow, but it's going. Just pour a little bit more in. You can see all that nasty in there. All right, so I'll get back to you when we're done. Pretty decent stuff coming out the bottom. So this is what we have. It's pre-filtered water, so you wouldn't want to drink this. But you could boil this up or filter it now with a more advanced filter, and you'd be set. So this is what we got. We got our filter, pre-filter, fire pit, charcoal, crushed charcoal pre-filter. We got our universal stove, our cup with some pine needles in it. Pine needles inside for tea. And then we have our tank water here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this tank water through here again into the cup, and then we're going to heat it up and make some pine needle tea. So we got ourselves a drip system here. Water's percolating down through the filter, down through the bottleneck, and dripping into the cup. So it's basically double filtered tank water. Those tanks are there for like cattle, so it's like a cattle tank. And honestly, I think that those tanks don't get used very much because they're nasty. If I was wildlife, I would not want to drink from that. But this, after boiling, boil this up a little bit, you'll be good. I mean, you filtered out all the large stuff, and you can feel pretty good about your water. I mean, it might not have the absolute best color just because there's a lot of chemicals in there, but it's got good clarity, and I think it'll definitely boil up good. So that's the harsh reality of filtering water, is if you're going to use one of these DIY methods, it's going to take a little bit of time. And a taller filter would be great. If you had like a 3-foot piece of pipe, or something clear would be good, but a 3-foot piece of pipe, you could have a lot more head weight on your filter. It would run faster, and you could load more water too. So like up here, I mean, I can only load so much water at a time, right? So I'll load a little bit right now. And that's about it. So the filter takes water. The filter volume's got water in it. But there's not a lot of room up here in the head to load a bunch of water. So if you had a taller pipe, with maybe a stopcock or a drain valve at the bottom of it, that'd be faster. But if you got some time on your hands and if you absolutely have to make water from a cattle tank, dude, this'll do it. Your campfire and a bottle and a couple pieces of scrap cloth, and you can get pretty good water, from a cattle tank, at least good enough to boil up or put through a more high-tech filter system. This is not going to remove like bacteria and viruses. There's just not enough of it, and it hasn't been assembled in a way that's sterile either. But it'll do great to remove all that biogrowth and those mosquito larvae and flies and all that other stuff. There's some nasty stuff living in that tank. Guaranteed, if you drank from that tank, it would get you sick. Definitely get you sick. So we'll boil, as soon as this is ready, we'll boil it up and check it out. Nice little project though. I mean, except for the pine needles, a little bit of junk from the pine needles. That's some clear water, man. That's double filtered cattle tank water with like biological soup. So now, I feel confident. I feel confident I can boil this up and not have to worry about really drinking all that crap down. I see done. Picked up a little bit of green from the needles. You just let that soak. You can see there's a little bit of wax on the side of the cup. That's also from the pine. Let those needles steep in there for a while. Just get all the good resins out. So this is it. Cowboy tea made from cattle tank water. Filtered cattle tank water. Here we go. Yeah, man. Tastes like pine. Tastes like pine sap. I mean, it's not bad. It's light. It's got just like a medium color to it. But it's good. It's definitely good. Cattle tank tea. I mean, every once in a while you got to do something like this. Come out, listen to the guns going off, drink some cattle tank tea. God bless America. So, thanks for visiting. This is the Owl signing off. Have a good one.